Thanks. Hopefully you can hear me okay.
Yes.
Great, thank you. So hi everyone, I'm Emily. I'm a PhD student at the University of Sydney and the CSIRO, and I'm interested in studying radio AGN from kind of a multi-wavelength perspective. So my poster really focuses on this central question of whether radio and X-ray absorption can trace co-located gas in AGN or not. And this is motivated by this physical scenario that you see in this diagram on the left of my slide here. So when we see an AGN that exhibits both radio and X-ray absorption, we think it could either be because the radio emissions and the X-ray emissions come from all across the AGN structure and they're probing the same gas along our line of sight, or it could be that the X-ray emissions are really probing gas towards the center of the AGN and the radio emissions are coming from much further out along the lobes and probing different gas. So to try and distinguish between these two physical scenarios, I've looked at two different samples of data, and these are shown in the top right sky plot on my slide. So the first one, I was looking at data from a sample of AGN, which all have historical samples that are drawn, historical observations, sorry, that are drawn from the literature, and they're spread right across the sky. Then I also looked at a new sample that's made of AGN that have all been observed homogeneously with the same instruments. And for my work, I've looked a bit at the sort of the biases inherent in each of these kinds of samples and some of the difficulties and advantages in using each of them to answer questions of this kind. And finally, I've looked a little bit at how the work I've done with these samples we already have can feed nicely into the samples and the work that we will be able to do in the future with all sky surveys like ASKAP-FLASH in the radio and eROSITA in the X-ray. So if this is the kind of thing that interests you, please come find me at my poster.